Across the UK, every morning, people who are retired rise to face another day. For many, the delightful prospect of looking after their grandchildren, meeting up with family or friends, going to their local club or group is something to enjoy. But for many others who live on their own, another day can mean loneliness or isolation. Unfortunately, a lot of day centres have closed across the country, preventing many people from meeting up with friends and a loss of social life. Sadly, some retired folk are no longer able to physically or mentally care for themselves, and as a result now live in care homes. Having been an entertainer for the elderly myself, I realised how amazing these guys are. They've worked all their lives one way or another, maybe in a professional capacity, run businesses, saved lives, brought up families, taught, nursed, built houses, basically made an incredible difference to other people.
Mac Entertainments is an excellent, I can't praise them enough. They're the biggest one, in fact they're the only real one in their field, certainly in Surrey, that I've come across. Their acts are always very good, very professional. You see a great change in people during the entertainment. I mean, nearly everybody enjoys music. It seems to touch everybody. People's faces, foot tapping, clapping, singing along, all the things you generally associate with a good show, and that's what they provide, a good show.
It's a really worthwhile cause and provides excellent what's needed in the communities and provides what's needed in today's world, really.
Well, having learnt and heard about Mac Entertainment, I thought it was a brilliant idea. But I also picked up along the way that they needed more staff in the office, and that it was a bit difficult at the present moment because I don't think they charge much.
We know that they're unable to afford more staff, more paid staff. So we were very happy to volunteer on an ad hoc basis.
I felt they needed so much support that they weren't getting necessarily, and there were gaps that needed to be filled in, so I volunteered.
The atmosphere in the office is really, really buzzy, and it's happy, and people are sort of talking on the phone all the time, so it's a really nice atmosphere to be in.
It goes a bit crazy when it's just me and Leslie on our own in the office, so we need more staff to be able to process more bookings for the clients.
I would say possibly the only slight downside of working with Mac is that we are quite a small outfit in terms of our office space, and I think we all luckily get on really well with each other, but there are occasions when we are having to share quite a small space together, and a bigger office and more staff would make a lot of difference.
Oh, the entertainment that we have here, you know, the changes you see, it completely lifts up the mood of the residents. You know, I mean, obviously we do a lot of in-house entertainment, but there's only so much of our singing voices they want to listen to. So having you come in and having, you know, different singers, comedians, magicians, yeah, it's really valuable for, you know, for all of our residents here to have that.
I do think the service Mac Entertainment provides should be over the country to give more people the benefit of the entertainers.
The whole experience of having started working with Mac Entertainment has been really enlightening for me. I think many times in my life I can perhaps feel a little bit sorry for myself and think, oh, I'm having a really bad week, or moaning about something or other. But then I'll go in to one of these lovely care homes that I'm asked to go in entertaining, and by the time I walk out of there, I, number one, feel so much happier, and number two, I've completely forgotten what it was I was moaning about in the first place. So we are very, very lucky, and while we have the capacity to reach out to people and to use our skills and talents to help somebody else's life, then, you know, that's something that I very much, I'm very proud to be part of.
I just think it's important to remember that they've all had amazing lives the same as we are having.
When you see what
joy it brings to them, that them just getting to hear music that they love throughout their day it's a really, really good feeling.
I think we make a great deal of difference to people's lives. Sometimes sitting in these places and not really doing anything or not much going on, it can be very boring. And I find, particularly in the case of dementia patients, that they can't remember what they had for dinner half an hour ago, but then you'll sing a song that's about 50 years old and all of a sudden they know every word, you know, and that's really good therapy for them.
There is a difference in the audiences, obviously, because when you're dealing with the over 60s, especially, you're not always going to get the big round of applause or a response that you may get doing a theatre or doing a holiday park or a big audience full of children. But in a way, sometimes it's better because you can see how much it's cheering somebody up or taking them back to a previous memory or something that they've enjoyed before.
I think it takes you out of yourself. You can go into a different world completely, and I just thoroughly enjoy the movement and the music, that sort of thing.
It makes me feel very good, makes me feel happy, and I like to move about to the music, and I think it makes you feel young.
Well, I think people on their own come out for enjoyment and like to speak to people and hear things that they don't hear in their home four walls.
Well, I think life becomes a bore if you're just sitting and looking around you and nothing's happening in your life, you know. But to go out to be entertained is a great thing, you know. Well, I think when you have a crowd of people together, you've all joined in something as a unit, and you don't feel as isolated. The younger people, I think, don't ever think they're going to get old themselves. So it's very hard for them to visualise that we still feel like 18-year-olds inside. It's just it's the flesh is weak, but the mind's willing.
Our sole aim is to bring as much laughter, joy and happiness to as many retired people as possible. Care homes from counties all over the UK continually contact us for entertainers, and they're disappointed and we're so disheartened that we can't provide for their area. Your support will allow us to do this. It will also enable us to start lunch clubs in the areas where day centres have closed, making sure once again that people have somewhere to meet for a good natter, a spot of lunch and a sing-song. We also want to freely offer different types of choirs and to organise volunteers to go into nursing homes and chat to people who rarely get visitors. Thank you for your support.